Go.
So you want to be an owl. Everything there is to know about owls by Jan Porter, an illustrator by Maddie Frost. Welcome to Owl School. I'm Professor Olaf, and I'm here to teach you all about being an owl. We're always on the lookout for sharp-eared, keen-eyed, silent types to join Team Owl. The owl code: be alert, be watchful, be silent. Shh. Let's take a look at the checklist. Owls must be able to move super stealthily, try lots of new foods, get their ears hidden or keep their ears hidden, see in the dark, become almost invisible, swivel their toes, carry heavy things, and hear tiny faraway sounds. Do you think it looks easy? Get your feathers straight and we'll get started. Before we begin, let's take a look at you. You are rather large for an owl. Even my biggest cousin, Blackiston, fish owl, is only as heavy as a small cat, and my smallest relative, the elf owl, doesn't weigh more than a heaping tablespoon of sugar. Are you heavier than a cat? I thought so. And I see you have no feathers. This is going to be a long day. Still, we'll see what we can do with you. Being a good owl is all about silence and stealth. Oh, and wisdom. That's another way of saying we're pretty smart. We owls are special, you see. If you're going to join us, you'll have to live by our strict code. Be alert, be watchful, be silent. All the other trainee owls are ready, and I can hear the hoot for lesson 1. Get your pencil case. Come on. Lesson 1. Can you fly? Have you learned to fly yet? No? Humans are such late developers. I started flying when I was just a couple of months old. You need to get yourself some of these. Big wings help us to glide slowly and save energy. A fringe on our other feathers muffles sound so we can fly silently. Our owl feathers aren't waterproof, so we don't like to get out in the rain, except for our cousins, the little owls. They don't mind getting wet. Can you fly silently? Go on, give it a try. Oh dear, that's just embarrassing. Well, if you can't fly, let's see if you can at least blend in. Lesson 2, can you disappear? We owls are masters of disguise. Our feathers match the places we live, making us almost invisible. Many of us sleep during the day, so keeping well hidden is vital. The eastern screech owl, some of us are mottled like tree bark. The burrowing owl, or dusty like the ground, or snowy owl, or white as snow. Believe it or not, smaller birds don't like us very much and sometimes attack us because they are worried we'll hurt them. Another reason to keep hidden. Can you hide? Growing some feathers would be a start. Well, if camouflage isn't for you, how good are you at spotting things? Let's take a look at your eyes. Lesson 3. Can you see in the dark? Am I making you feel uncomfortable? Sorry. Owls are famous for staring. Our eyes are very special and very large. They take up 70% of the space in our skull. The color of our eyes shows when we like to hunt. Daytime, dusk and dawn, night. We can't roll our eyes like you, but we can turn our head 270 degrees. That's nearly all the way around. We've got twice as many bones as your neck, in our neck as you have. Our eyes are tube-shaped, which makes them more sensitive to light and movement, but we can't see much color. Now, can you blink for me? Don't forget your other eyelids. Wait, you've only got one that moves? For each eye? We have 3. One for sleeping, one for blinking, and one for keeping our eyes clean. How far can you turn your head? Is that all? Oh, I'm starting to feel quite sorry for you humans. In addition to eyesight, another one of our senses is very important. Time to listen up. Lesson 4. How's your hearing? Owls are excellent listeners. We're always alert, and we only sleep deeply for 11 seconds at a time. We keep our ears hidden under our feathers, so they are top secret. Those tufty things some owls have on top of their heads are not ears. We use them to show how we're feeling. Many of us have one ear higher than the other, which means we can tell exactly where each sound is coming from. Real ears are here and here, not these. Our faces are shaped like a satellite dish to funnel sounds to our ears. This can magnify what we hear up to 10 times. Lesson 5. Can you catch your own dinner? Our super sharp eyes, tip-top hearing, and high-tech feathers are for one thing only: hunting. We can spot our prey up to half a mile away. See it, hear it, swoop in. That's our motto. Our feet are very special. We can move one of our toes on each foot so that 2 toes are pointing forward and 2 are going backward for extra grip. That's called being zygalactic. I told you we were very smart. Bumps underneath for good grip. Our special feet help us to carry things that are very heavy. Great horned owls can carry 4 times their own weight. Razor-sharp talons make sure that we don't drop anything. Let's take a look at your feet. How much do you think you could carry with them? Have you just cut your toenails? Big mistake. Anyway, all this talk of hunting is making me hungry. It must be lunchtime. Lesson 6. Can you swallow a mouse whole? Owl table manners are a little different from human ones. We don't waste time chewing. We swallow our food down whole, and we eat a lot. Barn owls eat about 1,000 mice a year. But some of us prefer insects, fish, or even rabbits. Most of these sound delicious. Which ones would you choose? Owl Cafe, fresh mouse, cucumber sandwich, crunchy beetles, moth mousse, wiggly worms, snails in sauce, centipede surprise, or chocolate ice cream. After a good meal, don't you just love to cough up all the bones and fur? No? I can see we need to talk about owl pellets. If you ever see an owl coughing, it's probably making an owl pellet. We can't disguise bones or fur or feathers, so we make them into packets and spit them out. Scientists love looking at them to learn all our owl secrets. There's an owl pellet. Bones, skull of a small bird, hair, beetle wings. Have I made you feel a bit queasy? Oh dear. Better move on to something very important. Lesson 7. How's your hooting? Everyone knows that owls say twit, Twoo! Don't they? Wrong. It's only tawny owls who do that. And the sound is actually made by two owls calling to each other. Some of us also hiss, bark, screech, whistle, rattle, snore, or growl. Why do we do it? To show where we live, to find a friend, and to scare enemies. Can you make any of these sounds? Give it a try. Louder? You need other owls to hear you from half a mile away. That's better. Just 2 lessons left. Time to follow me to a place I'm very fond of. Hoo, hoo, hurry up. Lesson 8. Can you live in a tree? It's nice to come home to a warm roost after a hard day at owl school. Welcome to my house. Cozy, isn't it? Other birds rush around collecting twigs to build nests, but not us owls. We look for a suitable hole in a tree and move right in. Would you like a cup of tea? Or I could always find you a few beetles. We don't all live in trees. One of my relatives, the tiny elf owl, lives in a cactus in the desert. And can you guess where the burrowing owl lives? In a hole in the ground, usually one made by someone else. Where would you make your nest? Up high or down low? Would it be prickly or soft? Hold on, how rude of me. I have forgotten to introduce you to someone very important. Lesson 9. Can you raise chicks? This is my mate, Otta Lily. You might have noticed that she's larger than me. Female owls usually are. Each year, clever Ottilie lays a clutch of beautiful, almost round eggs. And about a month later, the eggs hatch into little owlets. Owlets might look cute, but they are a lot of work. We need to feed them 10 times a day, and we have to protect them. Anyone who comes near should fear our talons. It's hard work being a parent. We're hungry, Daddy. You want more? Gosh, still hungry? Now that you know what it takes to be an owl, would you still like to join us? You're not the best I've ever seen, but you've tried hard, so I'm making you an honorary member of Team Owl. Hooray! Be alert, be watchful, be silent. Welcome to Team Owl. Congratulations. Just hoot if you need me. And don't forget, be alert, be watchful, be silent. Shh.